evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Live at the Apollo! Oh, yes, we're going to have a good time tonight. Thank you very much for coming out. Looking around the audience, who do we have in this evening? Oh, Mr. Colin Jackson. Hey, in the house. Yeah. Olympic and world superstar. Yeah. Hurdler. Yeah. But I noticed also, it's like a high voice. Is that one of the hazards of hurdling? Welcome, Colin. Nice to have you here. Oh, the lovely Esther Ranson is here. Oh. Hello, Miss Esther. How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
Very nice to have you here. Unfortunately, if you don't like this show, there is not any complaining procedure. Sorry, but that's life. Welcome. Before we start, I want to tell you a little bit about myself. I come from quite a big family. There are 8 kids in the family. Now, what can I tell you about that? Well, my dad loved the Jackson 5, and quite clearly sex. Very tough existence. Remember as a young kid saying to my dad, Dad, we've so many kids in the family, there's no money, not enough money. Can I have some pocket money? My dad would look at me and go, "Shut up, bastard! Your pocket is for your hand." That's not the sort of thing you tell a teenage boy with holes in his pocket. I'd say to my dad, "Dad, what does the future hold?" He'd sit me down, he'd go, "One day, son, people will hang televisions off their walls as though they were pictures." I'd be like, "Dad, what's a picture?" And I'd say to my mum, all the other kids are playing outside, can I play outside? My mum would go, "Shut up, bastard!" Go upstairs and read a book. We had one book, the phone book. I read it. Wasn't a great read. I don't want to spoil it for you. Lots of characters. And at the end, a lot of Polish people turn up. Parents are very strange. Even little things. If we as a family played Monopoly, right, and I landed on jail, my dad would make me stand in the cupboard under the stairs to add a bit of realism. I remember I got one of those community chest cards. Right, yeah, one of those community chest cards. It said, "You've been caught speeding, £60 fine." My dad looked at me and went, "Go upstairs to your bedroom and think about what you have done." My dad has mellowed later on in life. My dad is now 75 years old and we're getting on. But there are a couple of things about him that I've now noticed. As he's gotten older, the level and volume of his sneezing has increased exponentially. And I don't know if you know this, folks, but a sneeze is 1/8 of an orgasm. So when I hear my dad sneezing now, I just think, he's never had it so good. It's really hard to get him out of the house. I'm like, Dad, let's go to the pub. What do you think? He'd go, "No, I'm going to have a quiet evening in with the pepper pot." Being a child from a big family, I had loads of brothers and sisters. And anyone here who's got an older brother, you know that you believed everything your older brother said. He was my God. My older brother told me stuff that I believed. My older brother once told me that people on TV could see you as well. It was so embarrassing, I could never, ever watch Baywatch again. Yes, David Hasselhoff knew too much. And also he'd say things like, "You know the milkman has got his own special udder. You should go and pull it." I pulled it. Social services were called. And we never saw the milkman again. Very tough existence. But at school, you want to fit in. And I was very paranoid, because at school I had really big feet. Massive feet. So for 3 years, as a kid at school, I wore shoes 3 sizes too small. And would you believe it? Later on in life, I've got a crooked cock. Some of you are now trying to process that. How did he walk? But also at school, I wanted a teacher. Do you have any teachers here this evening? Any teachers? Yes, yeah. What age group do you teach? What age group? Secondary. Respect to you. Respect. What subject? So you do maths and you? Science? Respect. I asked that same question at a show yesterday. The lady in the front went, yeah, I do primary. I was, listen, love, you're not a teacher, you're a helper. Let me guess, what subject do you teach? Everything. I wanted a teacher at school who was inspiring. A teacher like Robin Williams in Dead Poet Society. Instead, I got a teacher like Robin Williams in Mrs. Doubtfire. They weren't even allowed to go on any school trips. Anyone here go on school trips? Yeah, where did you go, sir? The beach. The beach? But the brie doesn't help me at all. Beach! We go trip beach! Where are you from, sir? Kent. Kent? Okay, beach. I shouldn't disparage, I digress. I once went on a family holiday many, many years ago, and I was, obviously, as I said to you, I had so many kids in the family that the only memory of family holidays is the smell of petrol, right? With all these kids in the car, my dad would put me and my sister in the boot. Yeah, after 4 hours in the boot, I'd go, Dad, Dad, can you guess where we are yet? And he'd go, shut up, bastard! We're on the motorway. And if you are talking, you are not hiding. It was a family holiday in Margate, back in the old days. Oh, please don't cheer Margate, I haven't finished. I'm talking the late 70s, right? All the family traipsed down there, arrived in Margate, miserable weather, horrible food, rainy, windy. We walk along the beachfront, and this random bloke comes up to us and goes, oh, you lot, why don't you go back to where you came from? And I was like, don't you think I've asked myself the very same question? But then fast forward to this year, and I've had 2 holidays already. 2 holidays. I went to America. Boom. Yes. But I don't know if you know this, folks. In America, there is no point of reference for a black British person, right? I was in a cafe in America. I said, I'd like a cappuccino, please. The guy behind the desk went, oh, my God! It's Jeffrey from The Fresh Prince.